Hello, Big Team. Hello, friends. Welcome to Lizziefaye Loves Books. I'm Elizabeth. I am here today to do a book haul for you. I have probably more books that I could show you than what I'm going to fit into this video. I actually filmed a book haul video last week, and I just wasn't happy with it, and I scrapped it and did a mid-month wrap-up instead. And so I got to today, which is Wednesday as I'm filming this, and this is the afternoon I have supposedly in my new organizing system set aside to film. And I did my reseller live stream this morning on the Rebel Resellers channel, and then I was hungry and I said to Emily, let's go get some food. I didn't feel like fixing anything, and we didn't really have much tomorrow's grocery shopping day. So we went and got some gas, got some food, came back, and I was like, to myself, I'm like, I don't feel like filming anything. And so I've been sitting over here just piddling around, and I thought, okay, if I don't film something today, it will probably be another week before I can film something. So because I'm always such a perfectionist, and I think, oh, I have to have all my ducks in a row, and I have to have everything all perfect before I can film anything, a lot of times it takes me longer to do it. It takes me longer to get started. And I'm going to try to not worry about that today. I am going to show you the books that are in front of me and beside me. And I'm not going to worry about anything else that might not be in here, anything that may be in the garage. I will probably do another book haul video of books I have bought to resell. And I'm not going to worry about those today because this is mostly what's in front of me are books that I am going to read or have read and just, ran across and thought I'd like to have a copy of or whatever. There may be a smattering of books here that I will resell, but that's not the focus of this video. So it's going to probably be a mess. I can never decide if I want to do it according to book sale, like where I got each thing, or if I want to do it according to genre. In fact, a lot of times I do book haul videos according to genre, and I don't have them organized that well. But there are going to be cozy mysteries, quite a few. There are going to be some middle grade books, several of those, and that's the majority. A few other odds and ends. So let me start with the odds and ends, and then that way I'll get those out of the way, and then you'll know what's coming up. I'll probably do the middle grade next, and then the cozy mysteries. Okay, so if I can remember where I got it and how much I paid or whatever, I will throw that in, but I'm not going to worry about that too much. So the one book Emily and I found just a couple of days after we did our Dr. Seuss video. Look at this. I wish we had had this in May. This is the Cat in the Hat Beginner Book Dictionary by the cat himself and P.D. Eastman. So I didn't even know this existed when I was going through looking up Dr. Seuss books. I didn't catch this, probably because it's under P.D. Eastman's name, not Dr. Seuss. But anyway, I was excited to get it, and I am going to be reading this with Emily. It's great for word recognition, and just, it's just great. So, she can't speak out loud right now, but I still think it's important to show her words, because at some point, maybe we'll get the seizures under control, and, where she doesn't have to take as heavy of a medication as she is on right now, and maybe that will allow her speech to come back. You never know. So I always want to just try to keep helping her to learn and not let that go. I haven't been as diligent about doing school type stuff with her as I should, but I do like to. All right, so let me, I said I was going to show you the odds and ends. I almost didn't get this, and I'm trying to think. I think I got this at a thrift store. It might have cost a couple of dollars. It's a Dale Carnegie scrapbook, A Treasury of the Wisdom of the Ages. And not only does it have Dale Carnegie quotes, it's got quotes from other inspirational speakers and educators and stuff like that. So that looks interesting. I got this to give my husband. I couldn't remember for absolute sure if we had it or not, but I can't find it on our shelves once I got it home, so I'm glad I got it. It's a 60th anniversary edition of the Everglades, River of Grass by Marjorie Stoneman Douglas. And I've never read this either. I am really interested in reading more Florida books. I've been trying to read a few. My husband does enjoy reading Florida books. So we are going to give him this. We haven't actually exchanged. Well, it's not really an exchange. We haven't given him Father's Day gifts yet. He had to work that day. Katie had to work that day. So, the gift from Emily is on order. So I told him, I said, you'll get your Father's Day gifts later on. So anyway, this is probably something that I am going to give him, as well as a Civil War book that I picked up not too long ago. If my camera is kind of freezing and everything, and I think it's because I'm almost out of memory, so I'm going to have to make this fast, and I think it's freezing up because of that situation. So my apologies for that. All right, another book I picked up. This was from our library book sale shelves, and I had passed this over at one point, but then I picked up a couple of middle grade books. The next time I was there, I saw these two books that I was not going to pass up in any condition, and I thought, well, as long as I got to pull out money, I may as well go ahead and grab this. It's a book I wanted, but it's damaged. It's got some pretty severe, looks like silverfish damage on the cover. But this is The Prisoner of Heaven by Carlos Ruiz Zafón. I think this is book 3 in the Cemetery of Forgotten Books series, which is a series I've read, but would enjoy reading again. And so I thought it would be nice to have that on my shelf. I have a copy of the first book and the second book, and the fourth book will not fit anywhere in my house. It's a doorstop. But if I ever run across it at a good price, I will probably be compelled to get it. But anyway, The Prisoner of Heaven was not very long, so it's not super thick, and I thought I would just go ahead and grab it. Somewhere I picked this up. I can't remember where. This will go in my collection of Barber Christian short stories. The American Heiress Brides collection. Kimberly Woodhouse is the first author, and there are several others. So I have several of these. I've only read one so far, and I'm hoarding quite a collection of those books. All right, let me show you what I did get at our library book sale, where it was fill a bag for $1. Now, I did a book haul not too long ago where I showed the boxes of cozy mysteries that were a mystery to me because they were boxed up by the ladies at the sale. At the end of the sale, I had said, if I don't get back in time, I want all the cozy mysteries and I want all the romances. I can still do a video of the romances. I haven't even really gone through those yet, and most of those are books that I'm going to lot up to put on my eBay store. But I've got a couple of romances here that I bought for myself, but I will do those if you're interested. If you're interested in seeing those, I will do a separate book haul video of those. But at that sale, I went ahead and just picked up all the Larry McMurtry books that they had at the end of the sale when they were getting ready to, just pack it all up to donate it. And I already have this one, Some Can Whistle, but I decided to go ahead and grab this. This is the ex-library copy. I had a pretty nice copy, and so I took the nicer one and I put it in my eBay store. I just want one to read, and so I've got it listed now in my store. This is Dwayne's Depressed. I have seen this before, but I never picked it up because it sounds depressing. But it's book 3 in a trilogy. It says it's the final volume in the Last Picture Show Texasville story. I can't remember what the other titles are. I don't think I have the other two, but anyway, I went ahead and grabbed it. And then this one looks like a biography. Maybe it's a fictionalized biography. Pretty Boy Floyd. It says it's a novel, so yeah, it's fictionalized. It's not only by Larry McMurtry, but Diana Osana. And I don't know anything about it. I just grabbed it. And then at that same sale, now I mentioned in the other book haul that I picked up some books the night before. so that I could make sure that I got the ones that I wanted, because I went to help set up at the book sale, and I spent $7 that first night and got the books that I for sure wanted. So this next batch is going to be some of those. And I picked up my most exciting find is A Peaceful Retirement by Miss Read. I'm trying to collect all the Miss Read books. I'm trying to read all the Miss Read books, and I've got most of them now. And I was so excited to find one that I didn't already have. So that was really great. I almost have all the Tales from Grace Chapel Inn books as well. And this one I did not have, Steady and Slow. It's by Anne Marie Rogers. I'm not sure what number it is. I don't think it's in here, but I'm currently right now, in fact, that's what I was doing when I was procrastinating filming, was typing into a Google Doc all of these series that I'm collecting so that I can start checking off the ones that I already have. I have all these books cataloged on my Kindle, but these series that have various authors show up under the author. So I don't have just a list of that series in order on my book catalog. So it's just easier. I thought, it's just going to be easier if I just type up lists of all these series that have various authors and have it in a Google Doc so that I can access it from my phone and mark off the ones that I either have or don't have. At this point, I have most. So I'll just, put a check mark beside the ones that I still need, and that'll make it a lot easier when I'm book shopping. This one I went ahead and grabbed. I usually pick up interesting looking Christmas books. This one is called Santa and Pete, a novel of Christmas present and past. So it is by Christopher Moore and Pamela Johnson. Just looks interesting. And I don't think I got this that day. I got this somewhere. It says I paid $6 for it. Somewhere I was at a bookstore, and I just hated to leave empty-handed. And so I bought this book by Ruth Livingston Hill, who is, I believe, the daughter of Grace Livingston Hill. It's called Bright Conquest, and I've only got one or two others by her, so I went ahead and grabbed that. At the book sale on the second day, when I spent another $10, one of the dollars I spent was on this audiobook on CD of Summer Breeze by Catherine Palmer and Gary Chapman. I have been wanting to get started on this series, and I was super excited to find this book 2 on audio. Book 3 is on Hoopla, and it's a 4-book series. So I just have to read book 1 in print, then I can listen to this, and then I can listen to book 3 on Hoopla. And so I'm excited that I have half of this series available to me on audio because I really want to get to that as soon as possible. I'm excited to read that series. So the rest of what came from my library sale are cozy mysteries. So I'm going to save those to the end, like I said I was, and show you a few of the other random things. So I was at a nearby town not too long ago, and occasionally I stop in at their library. They don't usually have a whole lot for sale, a couple of carts, but they're usually fairly inexpensive. And I got there a couple weeks ago, and it was free. It had a sign that said spring sale. Patrons are allowed 1 bag per family per day. And I was like, cool. So I didn't have a bag, but I did pick up a few books and a few audiobooks. So the audiobooks I got are 3 books from the Flavia de Luce series. This is books 7, 9, and 10, and they're on CD. So book number 7 is A Chimney Sweeper's Come to Dust. And I am on, I think, book 5. I've read the first 4, listened to them on audio, so I'm excited to get these. I think our libraries, some other libraries in the county, still have these on CD, but, these were free, so I was glad to pick them up. Number 9 is The Graves, A Fine and Private Place. And then number 10, The Golden Tresses of the Dead. So I picked those up, and then I also got some middle grade books. So let me segue into middle grade. Oh, but first let me show you. I did get 2 romances somewhere. I actually got 3, but I can't remember. I can't remember which one the other one is. So I've been collecting these canine series books, and honestly, I think I got these same day, different library at their bookstore. Oh yeah, I remember now. They were having a half off Harlequin sale that week. So I know that I picked up 2 from the Alaska Canine Unit series. And this one clearly has the price. I recognize it was $2, so I paid $1 for it. And I had 2 of these already from the Alaska Canine Unit series, and I stuck my new 2 in the box with the others, and then I thought, oh, I need to get those back out. Like a few days later, I'm thinking, oh, I'm going to get these back out and do a book haul, and I looked through all the Alaska Canine books, and none of the other 3 have the same markings. So I don't know. The Alaska Canine Unit series is the 2021 series. They have basically been doing a canine series every year for about the last 6 or 7 years, and I want to read all of them. I loved the Military Canine Unit series, and I know I'm going to love the others because a lot of them are all by the same authors. So then I also picked up a book by Kit Wilkinson, also love-inspired suspense, Lancaster County Target. I'm going to assume that this is Amish-themed because I read an Amish-themed book by Kit Wilkinson in April, for Amish in April, and I loved it. So when I saw this, I thought, oh, I got to get it. I don't think it's connected to the other one, but I'm excited that I found another book by her. And I don't know if this is part of a series or not. This one was marked $1, so I paid 50 cents for it. And then now, so let's go to the middle grade. Back to the library where I got some free ones. These were all old Newbery winners, and I've only read one of them, but I loved this one, so I decided to go ahead and get it. The Wheel on the School by Meindert de Jong. It's from the 1950s, and it's just a beautiful book. I really, really enjoyed it. And then I think 2 of these are from the 30s, and one is from the 1920s. I was so excited to see this one because Mitzi from Mitzi Reads and Writes just read Thimble Summer either the end of May or early June, I guess June, and she really loved it. So it's very short, and I'm excited to get it. It is from the 1930s. And then Waterless Mountain by Laura Adams Armour, I think is also from the 30s. I forgot to say that Thimble Summer is by Elizabeth Enright. And I don't know anything about this one, but I haven't read it and I didn't own it. And I think this is from the 1920s, Shin of the Sea, Chinese Stories for Children by Arthur Bowie Chrisman. So, yay for finding those for free, especially because I need to read 3 out of the 4 of them. And then I did purchase a couple of middle grade books from my library book sale shelf. And I was kind of sad to see them there, but I was so glad that I'm the one that found them because I have been wanting to read these. This is books 2 and 3 from one of the trilogies, middle grade trilogies that I wanted to read last year for my challenge that I didn't get to. It is books 2 and 3 from the Randoms series by David Liss or Lease. It is Rebels and Renegades. I'm not sure which one is which, but anyway, this is such a fun sci-fi trilogy about kids from, not only from Earth, but from some other planets who are trying to become a part of the Space Federation, and it was just great. I loved Randoms. I thought it was awesome, and I really have been wanting to read books 2 and 3. So I'm excited that I have those. All right, so I think the only other thing I'm going to show you now are some cozy mysteries that I purchased. Like I said, I've got lots more books out in the garage that I have not shown in a video, but we can only do so much in a day. So I picked this up from my library, I think from the sale shelves. It is first in a series. It's called Needing to Die by Liz Mugavero. And it says it's from the Positively Organic series. I don't know anything about this one. If any of y'all read cozies and you've read that, let me know. I was excited to find some hardcover books in the Savannah Reed mysteries because I have been collecting these in hardcover, mainly because I tend to find them at you know, library sales after they've been weeded out. I still need to find maybe the first one or two in hardcover. It seems like it's always the first two or three in a series. Once I start collecting books in hardcover, it's always those first two or three that are the hardest to find. Well, really, in any edition. But anyway, I'm still holding out hope. But I don't even know what numbers these are. I know these are not, neither of these is the first one. But it's from the Savannah Reed Mysteries by G.A. McKevitt, A Body to Die For. If I think about it, I'll put what number it is. And Wicked Craving. So I have several of these. I have not started reading them because I'm trying to wait and get the first one. I know they're on ebook on Hoopla. I don't like reading ebooks, really, if I can help it. And it's more fun to read my own book if I can find them. So I'm still on the hunt. And then I also picked up Kilt Dead by Caitlin Dunnett. This is the first book in the Liz McCrimmon Mysteries set in Scotland. And Di read that with the Book My Cozies Club a few years ago, and I did not get around to that one, so I decided to go ahead and grab it. All right, a bunch of these are from the Chocoholic Mysteries by Joanna Carl, and I ended up getting some duplicates. I knew I had some, but I couldn't remember for absolute sure which ones I had, and I already knew I had a couple of duplicates anyway, so I thought I'm just going to get them all, and I'll keep what I want, and I'll put the rest in my eBay store. So I ended up with duplicate copies of several. There's hardcovers of The Chocolate Mousse Motive and The Chocolate Snowman Murders. And then a bunch of paperbacks. I have 2 copies of The Chocolate Bear Burglary, 2 copies of The Chocolate Cat Caper, 2 copies of The Chocolate Frog Frame Up. I already have, I think, 2 copies of that. The Chocolate Mousetrap, 2 copies. The Chocolate Puppy Puzzle. And The Chocolate Bridal Bash. And then 1 paperback of The Chocolate Snowman Murder. And then 1 paperback of The Chocolate Jewel Case. And I already have one of those in my, already on my shelf. And then I have 2 more paperbacks, Cozy Mysteries, and that will wrap up this haul. I couldn't remember if I had this one or not, if Books Could Kill. I didn't have time to look it up to see if I had it or not, so I just went ahead and grabbed it. And I know that I didn't have this one. This was my most exciting find because this is the first book in a 3-book series that I've been wanting to read, and I own book 2 and I own book 3. I did not have book 1, and of course I'm not going to start until I have book 1, Murder at the PTA by Laura Alden. I think Laura Alden is a pseudonym for a author who's better known under another name, but I couldn't tell you who that is at this moment. If I can think of it or if I can find it, I'll put it right here. But I have a history with PTA. I was a PTA treasurer when Emily was in elementary school, and wow, I can certainly understand how murders could occur. But anyway, I've been wanting to read that, and I'm excited to get the first one. So that is all for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it so much. And I've been down to just kind of 1 video a week with my new organizing plan, just trying to balance everything that I need to do, home life and eBay selling and all the things. And I'm volunteering 1 day a week at our new Historical Society Museum. So there's a lot going on this summer, but I am excited to see you today, and I appreciate you watching. I've gotten behind on comments, but I will get caught up very soon, and I appreciate your comments so much. Thank you. Thank you so much. And that is it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you're having a great day. Read a good book, and God bless you.